tale has smoldered within me, desperate to break free, revealing itself like a hidden secret, long confined and waiting for the right moment to emerge. As a stepmother, I could never have anticipated the tumultuous twist my life would take, drawing me into a tale woven with hidden passions and unvoiced longings. Here lies my confession, a descent into the depths of the forbidden. In my mind's eye, I saw myself as the steadfast protector of a joyful family, a haven brimming with love and deep understanding. In the early years of my marriage to Daniel, I discovered a refuge within the comforting cadence of our everyday existence. Our relationship unfolded like a delicate dance, each step steeped in the warm glow of shared contentment. Yet, beneath the calm facade, the relentless tides of fate were inexorably guiding us toward an unknown realm. When I first stepped into Liam's world, he was a young boy brimming with curiosity, his spirit alive with wonder. His laughter illuminated our home, while his innocent questions wove a tapestry of wonder in the air. As the years unfolded, Liam transitioned from a spirited youth into a determined young man, and my role as a guiding presence deepened in ways I never anticipated. I stood by his side, a steadfast guardian, devoted to nurturing and watching over him, a sacred duty I embraced with unwavering seriousness. On that fateful night, I remained blissfully ignorant of the impending convergence of our lives, a twist of fate that would soon unfold in ways I could never have foreseen. Bathed in the ethereal glow of moonlight, my bedroom transformed into a stage for an extraordinary encounter, where shadows danced and secrets whispered in the stillness of the night. In that moment, I discovered Liam, my teenage stepson, enveloped in a shimmering pool of light, his gaze fixated on my delicate lingerie as though it were the most enchanting prize in existence. Greetings, everyone. A shadow has fallen over my channel, as YouTube has imposed a punishment, rendering me unable to upload videos any longer. If my videos resonate with you and you wish to stand by my side, I invite you to subscribe to my new channel. Your support would mean everything to me. The view was breathtaking, and my heart, usually a reliable guide, started to race with a whirlwind of feelings. In his hands, he cradled a fragile fragment of my essence, a black silk thong, a gift from Daniel. It had transformed into a potent emblem of our unvoiced intrigue, a silent testament to the depths of our connection. His fingers brushed the fabric with a delicate reverence, and in that fleeting moment, I sensed a deep awakening within him, and within myself. Never before had I dared to challenge the limits of our bond. I was his stepmother, a role designed to provide guidance and support, yet here I stood, the unwitting focus of those enthralling gazes. As I stood at the edge of this unexpected moment, every part of me thrummed with a mix of startling and enticing sensations. The atmosphere in the room buzzed with unspoken emotions, laying bare the complex choreography of our connected existences. In Liam's eyes, now shimmering with the stirrings of adult desire, I caught a glimpse of the man he was destined to become. The little boy who once played at my feet had vanished, leaving only echoes of laughter in his wake. Before me stood a youth on the brink of self-discovery, his fascination with me, a captivating mix of innocent curiosity and a deeper, more complex yearning. Memories of our shared past flooded my mind, each moment vivid and alive, pulling me back into the depths of what we once had. The whispered bedtime tales, the tender kisses on scraped knees that healed wounds, and the deep conversations where I imparted the wisdom of the universe. In the haunting glow of the moonlit room, a chilling truth washed over me. Liam had transcended the innocence of childhood, becoming something far more complex, something I could no longer simply shield and direct. He had transformed into a young man of undeniable magnetism, pulling me into the complex waltz of repressed desire that now throbbed between us. Time seemed to elongate, thick with a palpable tension that ignited both thrill and dread. I found myself caught in a fierce struggle, my deep-seated instincts to shield clashing with an intense desire to venture down a road that society would surely condemn. The delicate lingerie he clutched, a fragile whisper of silk, transformed into the symbol of our hidden emotions, a secret so potent it demanded attention, yet felt too audacious to reveal. This tale unfolds as a vivid exploration of the unrestrained force of feeling, a quest that defies the confines of society, What unfolded between my stepson and me was far beyond a mere story of longing. It unfolded as a gripping tale of human connection, painted vividly against the backdrop of forbidden desires. Join me on a journey through this intimate narrative, where we will face the intricate dance of love and desire, as I reveal the evolution of a connection that challenged the boundaries of traditional relationships. The morning after envelops the world in a haunting tranquility, a fragile stillness that hangs heavy in the air, foreshadowing the tempest that awaits as our hidden truths come to light. As I awaken, the events of the night surge back, no longer a distant dream but a striking reality that grips my mind. On this day, my world stands on the brink of transformation, as I tread the fragile line toward grasping and accepting the extraordinary love that has taken root within our family. In the kitchen, I discover him, Liam, my stepson, immersed in the gentle embrace of morning light, his back turned to me, shrouded in a quiet mystery. The glistening strands of his damp hair hint at a recent shower, a subtle yet powerful signal that he is readying himself for a conversation that promises to change everything. In the dim light of the room, our gazes lock in the glassy surface of the window, an unspoken understanding passing between us. The moment hangs heavy, charged with the weight of unshared truths, and we both sense it. The time has come to lay bare our souls. Liam stood at the edge of the world, the weight of his choices pressing down like a storm cloud, ready to burst. Every heartbeat echoed in the silence, a reminder of the path he had chosen. The air crackled with tension, and the shadows whispered secrets only he could hear. This was the moment that would change everything. I take a deep breath, grounding myself for what lies ahead. We must delve into the events of last night. The gravity of my words lingers in the atmosphere, calling for truth and bravery. In his eyes, I glimpse the reflection of my own fear and uncertainty, a haunting echo of my inner turmoil. Yet, I forge ahead, resolute in my quest to confront the truth directly. He stays quiet, releasing a breath that feels like it has been trapped within him since the night before. His face, a canvas of innocence, conceals the storm raging deep within his heart. I beckon him to take a seat at the table, a sanctuary for the tense conversation that looms ahead. You don't have to be scared, Liam, I say, my voice a soothing balm as I reach across the table to grasp his hand. The warmth of my touch, a silent promise of safety. I sense the emotions that have begun to stir between us, and I want you to know that I am here, ready to engage, to hear you out, free from any judgment. As I speak, he tightens his grip on my hand, the pressure a silent testament to the relief flooding through him, the weight of his hidden truth finally shared. I couldn't sleep last night, he confesses, his voice trembling with emotion. I found myself lost in thoughts of you, of what we once shared, and a wave of fear washes over me, leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty, struggling to find my way through these overwhelming emotions. It's okay to feel scared, Liam, I say, my heart aching for this young man navigating the tangled web of love in a way that defies all expectations. Embracing our emotions can feel like navigating a stormy sea, yet it is a crucial voyage of growth. The quest to uncover our true selves and desires is a path we all must embark upon, fraught with challenges and revelations that shape our very essence. He gazes into my eyes, searching for a sanctuary where he can plunge without the dread of rejection or scrutiny. I've never felt like this before, he confesses, his eyes reflecting a tumultuous blend of awe and uncertainty. I mean, you've always taken on that nurturing role, but now, my emotions swirl within me like a tempest, each one vying for attention, each one a story waiting to unfold. Distinct. I can see the confusion swirling in his eyes, and I lean in closer, my voice laced with understanding. Life often thrusts us into unforeseen circumstances that test our perceptions of reality and our very selves. Yet, it is through confronting these trials directly that we uncover the depths of our potential and evolve into who we are meant to be. But is it permissible to harbor these feelings for you, my father's wife? I've delved into these topics, and it's also forbidden. His question, tinged with anxiety, reveals the fierce battle raging within him, a clash between the desires of his heart and the unyielding grip of societal conventions. I take a moment, weighing my words with precision as I seek to unravel the tumult of his emotions. It transcends the expectations of the world and defies the boundaries of logic. It's about tuning into your heart, Liam. Sometimes, the path that feels most right is shrouded in shadows, not always clear or simple to navigate. In this moment, everything aligns perfectly, and that certainty is all that truly counts. As the truth hung in the air, a palpable tension broke between us. Liam's eyes shimmered with unshed tears, each drop a testament to the relief that surged from finally unearthing secrets buried deep in the shadows. We linger in silence, a profound understanding weaving itself between us, an unvoiced connection born from revelation and acceptance. As the conversation unfolds, we find ourselves balancing on a fragile tightrope, caught between the weight of our familial ties and the spark of a blossoming romance. Each step we take is cautious, as we navigate this uncharted territory together, hand in hand, with hearts racing and an uncertainty lingering in the air. In this moment, I transcend the role of a mere stepmother. I become a confidant and a lover, a guiding force into the realm of intimate desires he has only just begun to uncover. The rich scent of cooling coffee mingles with the stillness of the morning, setting the stage for our heartfelt dialogue, a moment that promises to reshape our destinies. As words flow between us, we find ourselves on a path where desire and family ties entwine, creating a captivating and intricate tapestry of emotions. In the days that followed our heart-to-heart, my world spun on a new axis, its gravitational pull drawing me into the tantalizing realm of unspoken desires. Each moment I am awake transforms into a chance to watch Liam, my stepson, with a newfound clarity, revealing the man he has grown into. Every slight shift in his demeanor, the way he moves through the world, and the very essence of the air he inhales tells a story waiting to unfold. Every subtle detail comes alive beneath my enthralled gaze. The metamorphosis from an awkward teenager to a strikingly confident young man is nothing short of remarkable. The gentle stubble tracing his jawline, the widening of his shoulders, and the fluidity of his movements all spoke of a transformation that was both subtle and striking. The intricate details weave a striking image of masculinity that captivates my attention as a woman. As I gaze upon these features, a deep admiration stirs within me, intertwining my maternal instincts with an undercurrent of something more sensual and profound. As I observe Liam, a powerful urge stirs within me, compelling me to reveal a new side of myself. My wardrobe begins to morph, each piece a vivid testament to my profound inner metamorphosis. With each passing day, I peel away the constraints of traditional clothing, stepping into vibrant styles that celebrate my femininity and ignite a fierce sense of confidence within me. The hemlines ascend, the necklines dip daringly, and the fabrics embrace my curves, teasing the boundaries of what's left to the imagination. Every dawn brings a deliberate choice to fully embrace my womanhood, unreserved and unapologetic. As I prepare myself, memories of his touch linger in my mind, his fingertips brushed against the silk of my lingerie, a shyness enveloping the moment, whispering of uncharted territories waiting to be explored. In that instant, suspended in the air, a spark ignited within me, shattering the quiet chains of maternal restraint that had held me captive. My hands now dance with intent, gliding over my neck, pausing on my wrists, and occasionally, fleetingly, grazing my own skin, evoking a thrilling echo of his touch. In the midst of our daily routines, my mind wanders to him far more frequently than I would like to confess. I find myself lost in the moment, imagining the spark that ignites in his eyes when they meet mine, his gaze holding on longer than the unspoken rules of the world would allow. The echoes of our shared intimacy ignite a fire within me, and I yearn for his gentle touch, a caress that once wielded an intoxicating power over my very being. On a warm afternoon, as I meticulously arrange flowers in a vase, the velvety petals and their intoxicating fragrance a whirlwind of emotions within me. The delicate act of arranging each flower resonates with the soft touch I crave, Liam's fingers gliding over my skin like a whisper of longing. In that instant, I find myself swept away to a world where our family ties feel like a delicate veil, trembling beneath the weight of our undeniable desire. Every movement I make is a captivating dance, each gesture whispering secrets of my deepest desires. I tilt my head slightly as he speaks, my smile lingering in his direction, and I casually adjust my hair. A subtle act of seduction, unfolding beneath the watchful gaze of the sun. Every interaction with him crackles with electricity, each glance and smile conveying the unspoken truths our words shy away from. In the bustling crowd, our exchanges transform into a mesmerizing dance, every movement and turn a testament to restrained longing. At family gatherings, I catch him stealing glances at my exposed shoulders, his eyes tracing the contours of my figure, betraying a curiosity that good manners would typically suppress. It is a game we both know too well, a silent dance of temptation, where every inch of exposed skin whispers secrets far more profound than any spoken plea could ever hope to express. The nuances evolve into striking declarations as I embrace the power of my emerging identity. I lean in closer, the tension electric as I share a joke, my breath a whisper against his cheek. My fingers graze his with intention, igniting a warmth that lingers between us, while my laughter dances with a hint of invitation. Each movement, a calculated stride into the tantalizing unknown. My clothing choices have transcended mere fashion. They have become instruments in the delicate dance of seduction. I ponder the fabrics that will embrace my curves, the hues that will ignite the sparkle in my eyes, and the pieces that will capture his gaze, whispering my desires without a single word. Every night, as I peel away my layers, it transforms into a sacred act of defiance, a jubilant embrace of my freedom, igniting the smoldering flames of our entwined desire. Entwined desire. The air crackled with tension as the sun dipped beneath the horizon, painting the sky in a fiery orange hue, heralding the start of my secretive scheme. I, the mastermind of this tantalizing deception, was determined to test the limits of our unvoiced longing, inviting the illicit to emerge from the shadows. My heart raced as I readied myself for the evening's performance, a clandestine display crafted to stoke the fires of Liam's longing and unveil the depths of our entwined passion. In the dim light of the lounge room, cast by a solitary lamp radiating a warm, sultry glow, I meticulously crafted an atmosphere thick with intimacy. The air hung thick with the intoxicating aroma of vanilla incense, a calculated move to awaken the senses and beckon tranquility, much like the serene space that lies between consciousness and slumber, where secrets linger and desires bloom. I reclined on the couch, my bare skin glowing softly in the warm light, every sensuous curve highlighted in the tranquil atmosphere. As I inhaled deeply, my breath synchronized with the rhythmic pulse of the ambient music that enveloped me. The muted melody flowed through the room, weaving an unspoken invitation into the air. As I lay there, my fingers glided over my bare skin, weaving a tantalizing dance that beckoned with an irresistible charm, a prelude to the clandestine spectacle that was about to begin. Liam's footsteps echoed softly down the hall, each step a whisper of intent, the gentle padding of leather slippers against the wooden floorboards the only hint of his imminent arrival. As he rounded the doorframe, a startled pause in his step revealed his shock at the scene unfolding before him. His eyes, wide as saucers, absorbed the captivating sight of my alluring body, taut and revealed, set against the shadowy corners of the room. A tantalizing smile danced on my lips, beckoning me into a world where the mundane boundaries of stepmother and stepson faded into obscurity. I beckoned him with a soft whisper, heavy with longing. Watch. Liam, come closer. My voice, a sultry whisper, wrapped around him like a warm embrace, coaxing him to let go of his reservations and join me in this tantalizing dance of desire and longing. This moment had been crafted with painstaking precision, aware that Liam's awakening desire yearned for something beyond the delicate nuances and soft provocations I presented up to now. Our relationship had arrived at a pivotal moment, where the unvoiced tension crackled in the air, demanding release through an audacious act of provocation, a calculated seduction fueled by our undeniable attraction. As Liam drew closer, his gaze swept over my form, absorbing the intoxicating allure of unrestrained longing. With a measured grace, I wove my fingers through my hair, allowing the strands to tumble against my skin, my breath quickening, echoing the rising pulse of the music that enveloped the room. Every step I took was a mesmerizing dance, each motion meticulously crafted to build toward the climactic peak of this intimate spectacle. He remained frozen in place, his eyes shimmering with an intense longing, his breath hitching audibly in his throat. My fingers danced along the contours of my body, each caress and stroke a silent invitation for his gaze to linger and explore. With deliberate slowness, I let my hand glide between my legs, a tantalizing hint of the ultimate prize he craved with such intensity. Time elongated around us, each second a taut thread as I held his gaze. Our eyes entwined in a silent, unspoken dialogue, affirming the truths our lips hesitated to utter. With each deliberate movement of my hand, my fingers danced to a seductive rhythm, beckoning him to break through the walls of restraint that had long held us at bay. As the background music surged to its peak, I prepared for my final act, a dramatic flourish that unveiled everything in a breathtaking display. In that fleeting instant, I laid bare the depths of my longing, a testament to the fierce flame of passion I had bravely chosen to kindle. In that moment, I stood up, my bare skin a quiet declaration of intent. With one last smoldering look, I slipped away into the shadows of my bedroom, leaving Liam to grapple with the vivid scene that had just played out before him. This transcended a simple physical exhibition. It was a bold declaration, a calculated provocation that pushed against the very limits of what we had built together. The consequences of my choices, though hidden in the shadows at first, would soon ignite a fierce transformation of our longing, sending tremors through our existence and ensnaring us deeper into the tangled snare of illicit yearning. The air was thick with anticipation the morning after my daring display, a palpable tension that murmured of unquenched longings and unexplored potential. As the day unfolded, Liam and I moved in a delicate dance, our eyes meeting in brief, electric flashes. Each glance was a wordless promise, a testament to the fiery connection that crackled just beneath the surface. The air in the house crackled with unspoken tension, thickening with every glance Liam cast my way, his face a canvas of conflicting emotions that danced like shadows in the dim light. As the sun sank beneath the horizon, shrouding the world in a dusky embrace, I stumbled upon Liam in the shadowy living room, sprawled on the couch, his eyes shut tight, hands wandering through a dance of his own delight. A realization washed over me. This was no ordinary teenage whim. It was a delicate, almost intoxicating beckoning, a plea from the depths of his soul, yearning to close the chasm that lay between us. Drawn in by the unspoken invitation, I moved closer, each step calculated and purposeful. As I approached, his chest heaved with each labored breath, his body a testament to the tumultuous storm of emotions raging within him. I settled beside him, taking care to move gently, letting my thigh graze his as I crossed my legs. The touch, delicate yet electric, ignited the flames of our entwined desire. In the dim glow, Liam's face became a canvas of unspoken yearning. His eyes, when they finally fluttered open, unveiled the intricate tapestry of his deepest desires. His eyes locked onto mine, brimming with an unspoken question that I held the answer to, yet neither of us had the courage to voice it. I smiled with an air of mystery, silently urging him to carry on with what he had started, a secret performance meant solely for my gaze. As I leaned back into the plush cushions, my fingers glided softly over my neck, an instinctive gesture that caught Liam's eye, drawing his gaze to the delicate curve of my exposed throat. My hand moved with purpose, a tantalizing dance that echoed the cadence of his touch. With my other hand, I reached for his, our fingers intertwining in a quiet promise, a shared commitment to the journey that lay ahead of us. In that instant, we became two souls entwined, pulled together by an unyielding force, a magnetism that shattered reason and transcended the boundaries of society. My free hand glided to his thigh, a possessive gesture, a silent claim on the territory my body yearned to explore. His skin, radiating warmth under my fingertips, pulled me deeper into the enchantment of the moment, dispelling any doubts that dared to linger. His movements became increasingly intense, ignited by my presence, his longing heightened by the warmth of my breath against his neck. I stood captivated by the fierce intensity of his passion, the striking contrast between his rugged masculinity and the vulnerability flickering in his eyes as he yielded to the surging wave of his desire. Slowly, my hand found its own rhythm on his leg, a sensual exploration that echoed his movements, a syncopated dance drawing our bodies and desires ever closer. With each stroke, my fingertips glided over his skin, eliciting a cascade of reactions from him. A wordless affirmation of the blaze I yearned to kindle. As he stood at the edge, poised on the verge of surrender, I drew closer, my breath a heated whisper against his ear, my lips grazing the delicate curve of his lobe, a seductive smile playing at the corners of my mouth. My low, husky voice, thick with emotion, whispered, "Let go, Liam." A mere breath of sound that shattered the remaining boundaries between us. The finale that unfolded was a moment of reckoning, equally significant for me as it was for him. Every quiver and surge coursed through me, a powerful testament to the intensity of his desire, a feeling so deep it echoed through the very fabric of our entwined souls. In the aftermath, as he lay motionless, his body exhausted, I carefully extricated myself from his hold, my departure a delicate blend of compassion and heart-wrenching pain. I stood there, allowing him to remain enveloped in the intimate cocoon of his thoughts, while my own mind whirled with the weight of what we had just experienced together. As I slipped away into the sanctuary of my room, I gently shut the door, sealing off the world outside. The echoes of the evening crashed around me like a raging storm, a whirlwind of emotions and desires, each one more intense than the last. The haunting question lingered in the air: what would unfold next in this perilous waltz of forbidden love? The sun's languid warmth enveloped my bare skin, becoming a silent accomplice to the unspoken desires that simmered between Liam and me. I surrendered to the sun's warm caress, peeling away the layers that shielded me, exposing my skin not only to its golden touch, but also to the smoldering intensity of Liam's gaze, a ravenous craving that demanded attention, relentless and unyielding. On this day, the long-awaited climax of a journey unfolded, one that had begun beneath the haunting glow of the moon, where our hidden dance of longing first came to light. From that pivotal moment onward, I watched as Liam's gaze transformed, shifting from a hesitant curiosity to a daring confidence that pierced through the air between us. With each passing day, his gaze revealed a deepening maturity, a profound comprehension of the sensual realm I had guided him into, and a burgeoning longing that mirrored my own escalating desire. Our hushed exchanges and fleeting caresses ignited a flame that vowed to blaze more fiercely with every heartbeat. As I reclined on the patio lounge, the sunlight enveloped my bare skin, accentuating every curve and dip, drawing Liam's gaze along its mesmerizing journey. Every droplet of sweat that glistened on my skin spoke of the oppressive heat, not just from the summer's embrace, but also from the fierce, unrelenting fire that ignited between us. Our restrained caresses and clandestine glances simmered like a smoldering ember, poised to erupt into an all-consuming inferno of passion. From my reclined position, I watched as my stepson morphed into a young man, his eyes ablaze with an insatiable hunger that seemed to drive him forward into the unknown. I watched as he battled the fierce storm of longing and doubt, swirling in his gaze. In that instant, I felt the tumult of my own restless spirit, mirroring the deep longing that our societal expectations compelled us to conceal. Emerging from the shimmering haze, I advanced toward Liam with purposeful strides, each step resonating with the heartbeat of our intertwined fates. The scorching midday sun was nothing but a faint murmur against the raging fire igniting within us, a blaze that could only be extinguished by the heat of our entwined bodies. As I stood before him, every fiber of my being ached for his touch, his eyes unwavering from mine, bound in a silent understanding of the deep longing that enveloped us both. My voice, heavy with the burden of our unvoiced reality, shattered the silence. "The time for pretending is over, Liam." The words hung in the air, charged with an electric tension that pulsed between heartbeats, a recognition of the fierce power of our desires and the inevitable surrender to their call. The words hung in the inevitable surrender to their call. Liam's hands found mine, his touch a silent promise that we were finally moving toward the truth our bodies had been yearning to express since that fateful midnight encounter. His fingers intertwined with mine, a tangible symbol of the bond our hearts had forged, defying the limits of our familial ties. Compelled by an unyielding force, I yielded to the pull of our entwined longing, drawing him nearer until our bodies hovered just a breath away, each inhale, a mingling of desires, a silent promise hanging in the air. The air buzzed with an electric tension, a vivid sign of our growing desire, rendering words obsolete as our gazes conveyed a profound yearning that needed no translation. My lips found his, igniting a kiss heavy with the weight of our forbidden longing, yet burning with an urgent need to shatter the constraints of societal expectations. His lips, once untouched by desire, eagerly responded to mine, yielding to the fervent calls of my mouth. His arms wrapped around me, drawing me deeper into the sanctuary of his embrace, a refuge I longed to discover. The kiss, once gentle, ignited with a fierce intensity, releasing the long-buried desire we had kept hidden for far too long. As our lips collided, we savored the intoxicating sweetness of this forbidden fruit, our tongues dancing in a passionate rhythm, conveying a deep longing that transcended the limitations of language. As our lips met in a fervent embrace, my fingers glided over the sculpted lines of his back, a daring exploration that sent tremors through him, igniting a fire within me to delve further into the mysterious landscape of his body. Liam, fueled by my bold approach, reciprocated my touches, his fingers venturing into realms that had long been off limits, a maternal figure reshaped into a woman of longing. The kiss, born from months of pent-up desire, erupted into a blaze, igniting an insatiable hunger that yearned for fulfillment. As our lips collided, an electric wave surged between us, shattering the final barriers of doubt and hesitation that lingered in the air. We surrendered to the storm of our long-buried desires, our lips intertwining as if they had been destined to meet 1,000 times before. Our tongues intertwined in a passionate dance, a wordless expression of desire that flowed instinctively between us. As our lips danced together, my fingers traced the contours of his body, captivated by the man Liam had transformed into. Each lean muscle, every scar, and the gentle softness all told a story of his evolution from boyhood to manhood. His touch, once tentative, transformed into a bold assertion as he claimed my body with a fierce intensity, exploring and cherishing every inch as if it were his own. The kiss intensified, transforming into a raw urgency that drew us together as if we were a single being, our bodies instinctively knowing how to quench the fiery desire that consumed us both. His hands glided over my skin, stirring a crescendo of intoxicating sensations that deepened with every heartbeat. The warmth of his hands enveloped my hips and waist, pulling me nearer, tighter into his embrace, until every contour of my body melded seamlessly with the sharp lines of his form. As the kiss deepened, my fingers slipped beneath the waistband of his shorts, searching for the throbbing evidence of desire. The touch was a spark, igniting a wildfire of sensations that consumed us entirely. He released a deep, primal sound, a blend of ecstasy and torment, his body curving toward me, unvoiced desires lingering in the charged atmosphere that surrounded us. Our breaths came in ragged gasps as we moved together, the heat of our bodies igniting a fire that made clothing feel like an unbearable barrier to the intimacy we desperately craved. Fingers transformed into masterful tools of allure, skillfully unfastening, unbuttoning and unzipping, unveiling flesh, and igniting the flames with every newly revealed inch of skin. I led him to the bed, our movements faltering in the intoxicating rhythm of longing, and we collapsed together in a tangle of fervent bodies and eager kisses. Our kisses ignited flames that danced across our skin, each touch branding our necks, shoulders, and torsos with the vivid evidence of our growing desire. My fingers glided over the smooth terrain of his bare back, drawing him nearer, as I felt the taut strength of his muscles quiver beneath my touch. His desire pulsed within him, mirroring my own, an urgent force that clamored for liberation. "Please," I whispered, my voice raw with desperation. "I yearn for," yet the words hung in the air, superfluous and heavy. Liam surged ahead, fueled by an instinctual energy that crackled in the air between us. His eyes burned with an unvoiced yearning, a desperate call for completion and belonging. The air in the room crackled with an electric tension, a palpable energy that propelled us forward into the depths of our shared longing. drawing us inexorably toward the pinnacle of connection. I beckoned him forward with fervent whispers and soft gasps, leading him with every curve of my body, the gentle caress of my hands, and the melody of my voice, until he surrendered completely to the intoxicating pull of our entwined desires. In that exquisite moment, our relationship shifted, deepening into a realm of raw intensity and unfiltered truth. In a moment of profound surrender, we shattered the confines of our familial roles, creating an extraordinary connection, a bond of flesh and spirit that boldly defied the norms of our existence. The rhythm transformed into an exhilarating symphony, where bodies, minds, and souls intertwined in an electrifying pursuit of ecstasy, merging identities in a breathtaking display of unity. The air was thick with our moans, a haunting melody of pleasure and pain, as two souls intertwined in the most profound act of intimacy. Our movements surged to an electrifying crescendo, a breathtaking climax of the dance that ignited the moment our eyes first met and our lips first collided. In that final moment, we reveled not only in the ecstasy of our bodies but in the deep bond of our souls, daring to defy the constraints of society to discover one another. Breathless, I felt Liam's body against mine, our hearts pounding in perfect harmony, our foreheads gently pressed together in the stillness that followed the tempest. Silence enveloped the sacred space, heavy with unspoken understanding. In that intricate entanglement, we uncovered a truth that neither of us could deny, nor dare to ignore. The aftermath of our passionate embrace found us entwined in a chaotic tapestry of limbs, sweat, and racing heartbeats, forever altered by the intensity of our shared ecstasy. As we lay there, breathless and entwined, time itself appeared to freeze, ensnared in the intoxicating web of our mutual longing. Yet, within the stillness, lay a deep tranquility, an awakening realization that our bond transcended the physical realm. It was a sacred union of souls, two hearts entwined, weaving a fragile yet beautiful tapestry of love's intricate dance. As our breaths gradually steadied, our fingers delicately explored the familiar lines of each other's faces. We exchanged smiles, our eyes reflecting a profound understanding, free from judgment or regret, embracing the raw truth of our love. In that moment, Liam's voice emerged, heavy with the weight of untold secrets. I long to experience your presence once more, but in a way that transforms everything between us. His words lingered in the air, thick with a promise that danced on the edge of a challenge. As you wish, I whispered, my body instinctively attuned to his unvoiced desires, every nuance of his presence igniting my senses. With a smile that whispered secrets of desire, I slowly positioned myself above him, my fingers gliding down his chest in a deliberate, teasing rhythm, igniting a shiver of anticipation as his muscles responded to my every caress. His eyes, deep and turbulent with longing, tracked my every motion. The power dynamic had subtly shifted, and now my need propelled us both forward. My body transformed into his canvas, each inch under my command. Every breath he took a testament to the mounting anticipation that crackled in the air. With deft precision, my fingers sought his most sensitive spots, caressing and stroking, gently squeezing to draw out waves of pleasure that reverberated through the room. His body, deeply familiar with my own, reacted to each soft caress and every daring exploration I undertook. With every stroke, I savored the intoxicating power I wielded, the ability to allure and tantalize, and the ultimate control to push him to the brink of ecstasy, only to draw him back once more. The room throbbed with the intensity of our longings, each heartbeat resonating in sync with the fervor of our shared passion. I flowed with him, intensifying the pressure in the moments it was required, easing off when he craved relief, a fragile equilibrium that only my body could sense from his. Every breath, every whisper, and every unspoken sound directed my touch, shaping our exquisite melody of ecstasy. Liam's body contorted and arched under my touch, his eyes shut tight, his mouth parted in a silent scream, teetering on the edge, pleading yet simultaneously lost in the ecstasy of the exquisite torment. I grasped him tightly at this pivotal moment, where ecstasy and anguish intertwine, prolonging the instant, pushing the limits of his resilience and the depth of our united passion. Elena, he shouted, his voice laced with desperation, begging for mercy. The words slipped from trembling lips, a desperate plea echoing in the stillness of the night. The urgency in his tone resonated deeply, a chilling reflection of my own desperate longing. Yet my journey of weaving this intricate tapestry of lust and desire was far from over. I yearned for his longing to resonate with my own, to ascend to the peaks of ecstasy I had once known. Feeling the tension reach its peak, I set him free from the intoxicating agony, watching as his body trembled in response. His cries pierced the silence, a visceral primal echo that revealed the intensity of his longing, a haunting melody entwined with the cadence of my caress. As he descended, his body both supple and weary, I pressed my lips softly against his, our breaths intertwining in that intimate moment. "Not yet," I breathed, my lips capturing his bottom lip softly between my teeth. The battle is far from over. Even with his hunger quelled, Liam's eyes sparkled with an intense fire, drawing me closer as he enveloped me in his embrace, our bodies colliding, hearts racing in perfect harmony. "Let's dance again," he murmured, his fingers gliding along my jawline, igniting a spark that sent shivers down my spine. "Your pleasure ignites my deepest longing." This time, it was his hand, skillfully drawing pleasure from me, his fingers dancing with the same instinctive rhythm he had just savored. I arched into his touch, completely at the mercy of the sensations he wielded, yielding to the powerful tide of desire that surged between us. Our bodies flowed together, an unspoken connection guiding each movement, as if we were two halves of a single entity, instinctively attuned to one another's desires. The air, thick with the intoxicating aroma of our fervent desire, bore silent testimony to our shared capitulation, to the limits we had shattered, and the inner landscapes we relentlessly explored. In the moments that followed, as our breaths grew ragged and our bodies arched and twisted in the throes of desire, a profound sense of liberation and love enveloped me. I had ventured far beyond mere physical boundaries with my stepson. I found myself entering a captivating world of self-discovery, fervent passion, and unwavering devotion. In the calm center of a raging tempest, we find ourselves intertwined, our bodies fulfilled yet still crackling with energy, resonating in the aftermath of our forbidden union. The vibrant world that had surrounded us just moments ago faded into the background, giving way to an enveloping tranquility that wrapped around our entwined bodies and minds. Yet, beneath this veneer of tranquility, questions simmered, unvoiced and unresolved, each one a stone cast into the still waters of our collective comprehension, sending ripples that disturbed the surface of our connection. Our fingertips intertwined, a silent testament to the profound connection we had forged in the fiery depths of desire. With each touch, caress, and kiss, we reshaped the connection between stepmother and stepson into something unrecognizable yet deeply intimate, a transformation that defied societal norms and forced us to confront our own moral boundaries. As Elena's head rested gently in the curve of my shoulder, her voice emerged, soft and contemplative, shattering the enchanting stillness that enveloped us. "We've shattered every limit, Liam. This alters the very fabric of our reality, don't you see?" Her words lingered in the air, thick with gravity and wonder, resonating a truth we both grasped yet struggled to fully accept. I tightened my grip on her hand, a wordless promise that I stood by her side in this bewildering new realm we had unwittingly entered. "Indeed it does," I replied, my heart grasping the gravity of her words, while my body ached for something deeper. "But it's all right," I added, a surge of urgency pushing me to affirm our shared agreement as the winds of change began to swirl around us. Our eyes locked, a spark igniting between us, each filled with a potent mix of uncertainty and thrill that mirrored the other's heart. "It must be. It transcends mere physicality, doesn't it?" She stepped into the unknown. "It is," I declared, my voice heavy with the weight of our intertwined destinies. "It's akin to unearthing an entirely new realm, a place that breathes only in the delicate space that lies between us." She nodded, her eyes shimmering with the dawning of a profound understanding. "It's a bond unlike anything I've ever experienced, an instinctual understanding and acceptance that resonates deep within our very beings. In that fleeting moment, we both felt the weight of realization that our journey had started with a timid curiosity, a delicate step into the realm of understanding one another, and had since transformed into a mesmerizing odyssey of forbidden love and fervent desire. The moment struck with a jolt, a pulse of fear and thrill coursing through every vein. We journeyed from the shadows of doubt and unawareness to a realm of daring discovery and shared understanding. I whispered, awestruck by the vast expanse we had traversed. We've stepped into a realm that remains hidden to others, a vast chasm that they cannot even perceive, much less cross. Alina, her eyes glistening with unspilled tears, nodded, grasping the weight of our decisions. We have stepped into a world where conventional bonds dare not tread. The landscape ahead is a realm untouched, a blend of exhilaration and trepidation that sends shivers down the spine. And yet here we are, I pondered, my fingers gliding softly over her cheek, weaving intricate patterns of sensation across her skin. United by the essence of our beings, we stand poised to confront the unknown that awaits us. The silence between us thickened, an unbreakable bond forming as our unasked questions danced in the depths of our shared gaze. Each breath we took intertwined, and the gentle pull of our bodies drew us closer, igniting a spark that was both electric and undeniable. This night unfolded as a turning point, a moment that forged our connection, a sacred affirmation of the journey our hearts had already embarked upon. As the night deepened, we found ourselves entwined in each other's arms, our whispered conversations stretching into the early hours, each word a testament to the intricate and intense bond we shared. We delved into the moral dilemmas, the societal hurdles, and the looming specter of heartbreak that awaited us. Yet we also celebrated the profound love, the deep understanding, and the unmatched passion that rendered these risks not just worthwhile, but essential. This intimate conversation heralded a turning point in our relationship, a moment where the unspoken truths began to emerge, revealing the depths of our connection. The path before us was fraught with danger, yet it beckoned with the allure of an unfiltered glimpse into the profound intertwining of body, heart, and soul. It was a journey unbound by the shackles of convention, ignited by a love that transcended all definitions and explanations. In the intimate sanctuary of our bedroom, shielded from the harsh glare of the outside world, we unearthed a profound truth. Love knows no limits. In each other's embrace, we found not just affection, but a true refuge, a place we could call home,